Goosebumps is rated GB7 because it may be too spooky for Goosebumps fans under 7.
PopArena did it again, folks. So spinoffs, yes, beautiful spinoffs. So we have the Blob that ate everything, and he didn't come up with a rewrite. So, ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts. It's time for a rewrite. The interesting part about this is like, how can we make a book without doing the Blob? Because I think the Blob came from space, and then there's this other Blob movie I watched that was homage to it, but they said no, it was man-made. And then we have, of course, sadly, we can't do magical because that's monster blood. So the idea is simple. We're gonna make it a science dude. Yeah, the typewriter be damned. It's like, oh, the typewriter can kiss my ass. Because instead of the typewriter, we're just gonna make it a science fair. So we have to go with someone different, because that's like, it's not going to be the same person. So we got to go someone different. How about Max? Frick it, Max Mercer. Kidding. No, we're not going to use that guy. Frick that guy. No, so we got Max, and Max actually he enjoys the science fairs. He enjoys doing science. The only messed up part is that he's done so much and got so many trophies from science, he doesn't know what to do next. So instead, he just started throwing things in the air. Not literally. Of course, I guess why not? He has a friend named Alex, and he has a friend named Jack. He names the monkey Jack. So anyways, yeah, I'm not going to remember their names, but hey, don't sue me. Anyways, they are okay with his science stuff, but not necessarily. We could even make Jack a complete jerk, because I was like, I'm not going to. It's like, I guess why not make Jack? It's like, yeah, let's make Jack a little bit jealous. The fact that he's not doing too well with the sciences. As for Alex, she's okay. It's like, she'll get by. She's fine the way she is. At least she's able to get A's. But Jack, however, is the lowest of the low. And even some of the teachers at times make fun of him. Just the fact of how stupid his science projects is. And maybe a stab at me being like, pine cones, nature's grenade. It's like, yeah, the freaking damn teachers just laugh at him and be like, They even want to listen to what he had to say. That was the best one he got. And they didn't want to listen because of the previous ones that he did. He tried to do a volcano. He kind of got it wrong. Instead of baking soda, he put baking powder. And instead, it just ruined the whole entire volcano to the point of where it was just a globby mess. Yeah, he didn't even do the paper mache right, or maybe use clay, and lo and behold, it just didn't work. So it was a good idea that this time he has no idea. So what he wants to do is like, what Max wants to do is chewing gum. He likes chewing gum. Heck, we even have a chewing gum company that's in their town. So what he does is he chewed gum until it's no more. He even chewed it a few more times, Maybe he actually enjoys gum so much that he had one ever since he was little. Yes, I know. Oh, good Lord, you stole from Willy Wonka. Burp. There you go. That's my answer to that. But it's like, yeah, I guess maybe like he had it for a few years now. We can even just make it like this was a science project he's been waiting for to see how the gum went from where it used to be to where it is now. Not to mention the fact that he might have not touched it for a few weeks, considering he lost it, but he found it, and lo and behold, he's like, let's do experiments on it. And he actually was making an interesting breakthrough on it, and lo and behold, well, we can either do that, or we can basically say that the company is complete jerk ass, and like what happened with The Simpsons with Krusty and the potato chips that was kind of messed up with formaldehyde. We could actually make it to the point of where it's like, yeah, I think this could be true too, but I'm not going to make the company bad. We're just going to say that he found gum that he was chewing on. He couldn't find it. He found it again. He decided to actually just moisten it and stuff like that. And he was going to do more tests. Well, Jack comes in. It's like, it's either my original thought was he was doing something. He added something to it. He added some electrical currents to it and stuff. He's doing some extra experiments on it. And lo and behold, he might have even put some interesting goop he found. It's like, yes, interesting goop he found. And as soon as he does that, everything was going fine until either A, a fly of some sort came, landed on it, and it got absorbed into the gum, or B, Jack got so freaking jealous that he actually sabotaged it in a way. He might have even put one of his bogeys in it. Oh, ew. Yep, there you go. It's like, yeah, there you go. So more experiments comes to the point of where now he actually had a good, decent breakthrough. Something interesting about the gum. It's like the gum apparently had some interesting properties that he didn't know happens after chewing gum year or months on end. So he was going to bring it to the science fair, and then all of a sudden, as soon as he brought it to the science fair, you could either go A, he brought it to the science fair, and then all of a sudden things broke loose to where it's like, or we could say that it actually is incredible that it turned into a somewhat of a pod. And he brought it in. It's like, yeah, this is amazing and incredible. It's like, it has lots of stuff that I didn't know would happen. Like chewing gum for months, this is going to freak people out forever. Like, yes, he's like, he thinks it's awesome, but he's like, most likely he's going to maybe stop chewing gum repeatedly, one piece for months on end. So we can go with that, or we could go with the part of where the pod actually existed at his house. It opened up. He found a new little buddy, and he's doing tests on a little buddy. And it's like, oh, he's a little buddy. Can't wait to show him the science fair. Jack's pissed off, of course. Of course, Jack is pissed off, and maybe Jack actually might have kicked it a little bit, you know? He's like, kicked it, kind of tried to actually make it so it's like, yeah. It's like, no, yeah. It's like, yeah, he's messed up. Or B, could just be the part of where, because he put this buggy in there, maybe that actually is the point of where it grew, it comes out, and it's now attacking people. But more importantly, he's coming after Jack, because it came from Jack, and now it wants to become Jack again. It wants to be a part of Jack again. So it could be the part of where Jack screwed up. Now he's running from the Blob monster, and it's up to Max and Alex to stop the Blob monster with a little help from someone else. It's like, yes, one extra person who actually is looking from afar that is secretly helping too. Yes, secretly helping too. To the point of where it's either at the science fair, things got loose, it's eating everything, and all the other experiments help make it big to the point of where it's going down. It's like, good Lord. I would just say the mysterious person does something interesting. And yeah, it could work. It could work because it's like, oh, I'm going to ruin the freaking special part of it. But anyways, yeah, so it's to the point of where, yeah, okay, I know anyone. Okay, so it comes to the point of where the mysterious person helps and he throws something at the blob. And the blob does not actually eat people and they're gone. They're actually inside of the gum. The gum is actually having them hostage. And as soon as the solution that he threw, the mysterious person threw, it was shrinking and everyone was coming out of it. Yes, they're covered in gum a bit. It's like, yeah, it's like they're going to have to scrub that gum off of them and their hair. Oh, good Lord. So at least the good news is that all of it is going nice and good to the point of where it's basically back to a gumball. And, well, the mysterious person is like, oh, I'll take care of it. You're fine. It's like, I think I handled something like this before. So the person just took it, put it in the disposal, and we see for ourselves that he just froze it away, locked in a canister. What they don't see is the fact that, no, that was a lie. It turns out he actually traded it in, and he has it in a small capsule. So the person actually has the blob still. let's see, the other one where it came to Jack, well, I would say if we're not going to bring the extra mysterious character in, then they figure out a way, like, for instance, it was eating the science supplies and maybe it got big, or it was rampaging a bit. It's like, yeah, but how did it turn big? It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure, again, the science projects, there are some solutions that actually did help increase its mass. But there was also something that actually burned it, and it was like, and kept on going and kept going after Jack. So they looked at the compound, figured out what the compound is. Then after that, they mass produced it and I guess put in a super soakers, maybe had a big beaker full. Maybe they actually filled up a Gatorade, you know, the one that you see coaches get dumped on, and they just took it and whoosh, they just keep on throwing it at it to the point of where it just, yeah, the good news is that it won't actually harm humans, the solution they throw it to, so they're able to actually be free. And Jack is completely and utterly horrified. Yeah, I could say that maybe Jack actually got a little bit too. He was cornered and about to die, going, yeah! It was actually trying to go up his freaking nose and his mouth and his ears. Yes, and then they were able to stop it before it even got any further. So, pretty sure that changed Jack's mind. And that's basically it, is that, yeah, there's no trace of it left in this version. But the mysterious person in this version did actually take a piece of it before it got destroyed. Either way, both scenarios go, and it ends with this of the person was able to make a small version of it that is kind of cute. It was a nice little buddy, a little pet. And he actually wants to show it to his cousin. And the mysterious person is now found out to be Kermit. There you go. There's a rewrite for you. And it's like, oh, if R.L. Stein takes this now, he eats his. It's like, no, I'll sue. Just kidding. It's like, yeah, so there you go. There's a good rewrite for you of the Blob Day everything. Got rid of the typewriter. It makes sense. We could make it a part of where it's like maybe the typewriter actually was the current, or maybe it did actually run over a typewriter while it was trying to eat people and stuff like that. We could just make it like a little nod. Yeah, we could just add a little nod in there, being like, oh man, it was a crazy adventure. I can't wait to type this up. It's like, yes, I can't wait to type this up. And then the person is just grabbing his typewriter and just typewriter and just write. Actually, we can even say the fact of where he had a computer and then he's like, oh, I got to write this down. And he just sees a typewriter. It's like, well, when in Rome, and he just starts typing in a typewriter. Something like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this nice little spin-off / rewrite. Yeah, I think this one will work nicer. Anyways, have a scary day, have a scary night.